Hey guys, I'm Chad Hoover, and this week I'm back in the backwaters of the Mississippi River in La Crosse, Wisconsin, hooking up with the pole vaulting sock model, Jeremiah Burrish.
Get up and put on the coffee. You know the sunlight won't last. Making my way to the country. I'm gonna catch a big old
That is a spud. Yeah! Oh my God! Booyah! All right, guys, welcome to today's episode. I am back in beautiful La Crosse, Wisconsin, one of my favorite places on the other end of the Mississippi River from where I grew up, and I'm back here with Jeremiah Burrish. We're heading back into a backwater, backwoods stretch of the Mississippi River right in downtown La Crosse. One of the great things about this area is the diversity of species, so we're gonna get back there and see if we can't show off. The water's up high, the bass are gonna be back in the trees, the pike are gonna be hungry, the sun's out, the birds are chirping, the wind's blowing, but we're gonna get back there and get protected. La Crosse was experiencing historic flood level water level. We're talking about water levels upwards of 13 feet when 10 feet is flood stage. So we had to pick a spot that wouldn't be affected as much. So Jeremiah picked a really nice channel that had some docks on it in a backwater area that wasn't as affected as much. So I got some rocks coming up here that look like they're for erosion abatement, but it's pretty vertical. So a lot of those are probably gonna kind of fall down into the water, which means there should be pretty good rock pile down here. There he is, right under the tree. Basically played the old tree bass and got him off the limb. And there's a fence under there and some rocks. And that smallmouth was laying right up in there where I thought he would be. Pretty chunky little smallmouth. A little largemouth that time. We're back in the birthplace of the dink drop, so it's only fitting that we go ahead and get the day started with a dink drop.
There's one. Oh my gosh. They are not hitting it hard. There's one. Oh, nice smallmouth. Beautiful little smallmouth. See what else we can find. I know they're in here, so it's a good start. We'll catch some more. Especially, like I said, when that water warms up and we get into it a little bit more. So we're having a great time out here fishing with Chad, but the really great thing is, you know, this fun fishing also counts. Every one of these fish I get to log in the monthly Kayak Challenge series and, you know, try to earn my way to the national championship. So kind of killing two birds with one stone. Just throwing the Senko up against that cover, against the shoreline, and the rocks are right there. And real slow and methodical. It'll be a nice little upgrade. A little bigger than the last one, that's for sure.
So Jeremiah is measuring his fish right now, positioning his identifier with his tourney tag because he is fishing in the state challenge to attempt to go back to the Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship, where this time he can try to make it inside the top 100. So one of the reasons I love coming to La Crosse, Wisconsin is the fact that you catch smallmouth in places you really don't catch them other places. We're catching smallmouth in the backwaters on matted grass. We're catching them on docks. You never know when you're gonna cast up into a pocket, hook into a feisty smallmouth, and have a fight on your hands. Oh, look at this, look at this. Joker ate it at the front of the boat. Oh my gosh. Good night. Look at this thing, dude. Oh man, he ate it at the front. I saw him come up and I dropped the lure and he ate it. Look at that, look at that. Pretty freaking fish, man. Pretty color. Look at that striped cheek pad, man. They're gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there he is. There's a northern. Came back for it. Just a little guy. They're still fun. He hit it and actually he short struck it and missed the hook. And I saw my bait after I set the hook because it was only like 6 feet away. And I was watching my bait and I was about to pull it out of the water and it came back and hit it. I got to watch the whole thing just under the surface of the water, come back and hit it. That's why when I set the hook, he came over the kayak. So that was pretty cool. Those northern are so aggressive. They come back a lot of times. So sometimes I wish the bass were that aggressive. And they can be, but not like those northerns.
This episode of Kayak Bassin is brought to you by Bonafide Kayaks. Stability, agility, ultimate fishability. Fish USA, America's tackle shop. Deeper, the world's most popular castable fish finder.
So La Crosse is a really special place. It's actually known as the driftless region because the last 2 ice age glaciers have come through and they have missed this area completely. And so what it's done is it's left this absolutely gorgeous landscape of the towering bluffs overlooking the Mississippi River Valley. It's created an absolute outdoor recreation paradise. The Mississippi River and all the rivers and its tributaries that flow into it are just an incredible fishery. The upper Mississippi River that we're on right now has 119 species in it, chock full of fish. The quality and quantity are both second to none in the country. So a lot of different varieties of fish, a ton of different options, whatever your style is, whatever you want to target, we have it here in one of the most beautiful destinations in the world.
There we go. Well, that was fun. So I caught that fish on a top toad, and what's cool about these baits is the fish will sling it a lot of times, and then all you have to do is just screw it back on. It's got the double hook on it, so the hookup ratio is pretty insane. I'll get this screwed back on and I'll show you guys a closer look of it. So basically it's a screw lock that holds it in place. I'm fishing a wire leader because of the big pike here. And then what you do is you force the hooks between the legs, and it's got a nice little cradle made on the bait, just like that. And you just skin it just inside the top of the back, and it makes it weedless. And really simple lure system to fish. You just throw it out. What I like to do is let it hit the water and give it a little twitch so it gets right side up. I hold my rod tip up and I slow reel it. And I mean, you can bring it through the thickest stuff ever and it just comes right on through. It's deadly. I just had a little fish spook right there, so I'm gonna throw it back in there and see if that fish will eat it. But you can pop it and let it sit in place because it floats. It's a hollow body. Or you can just steady reel it and burn it along the surface, and it's deadly effective. They bass. Honestly, there's not a species that I've encountered yet that won't hit that thing. There he is, over the dock. All right, so I turned my camera off and made a cast over this handrail thinking that I could catch a fish over there. And sure enough, I did. So I'm gonna go see if I can't get this smallmouth over this handrail. Definitely shows off the power of my all-pro rod. Good fish over the dock and yeah, over the handrail. Pretty fish. Pretty Mississippi River smallmouth.
So I love my Bonafide kayak. On this kayak, you sit so high, which already is nice, but to then be able to stand up so easily. I frog fish a ton, and when I'm frog fishing, I want to have that leverage. I want to stand up and be able to really set that hook hard. And in this kayak, I am extremely comfortable standing up, setting that hook with all my power because it's so stable. In my opinion, it is the best fishing kayak on the market, and I plan on fishing out of a Bonafide for a long, long time to come. Oh, it's a pike. But we got a frogfish. He got that frog too. I'm surprised he didn't cut me off. Look at that thing in there. This is why you carry up pliers in the Mississippi River waters.
Here we go, fish, fish, fish. I knew there'd be a smallmouth back there. All right, so I could hang around and catch bass on topwater and pike all day long, but since this was partially the kids' vacation, we decided to load everybody up and head out in the country and see if we couldn't find a Wisconsin trout in one of the local streams. This episode of Kayak Bassin is brought to you by Yak Attack, Power Pole, Kayak Bass Fishing, Nines, Lowrance, go down there by those rocks and just pitch up in that pool. You should be able to see them circling back. Yeah, get down there as close as you can. You know, a lot of folks get wrapped around the axle for fishing when it comes to the actual catching, the holding of the fish, the gripping and grin, the trophy shot. But for me, the part that makes fishing exciting, the part that makes it fun, the part that makes it challenging is the exploration, the adventure, the adversity, coming to a trout stream that had changed directions and we had to switch our game plan around and go find another spot to find them. So when it comes to fishing, to me, it's not just the results after you set the hook that make it the experience, it's the entire process.
So that little patch right there was pretty unsuccessful, but we're gonna try and hit somewhere up the road, see if that works any better.
All right, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Sun's at the top of the hill. We gotta catch a fish to accomplish this fishing mission. So here we go.
So we're down just outside of La Crosse fishing some cold freshwater streams. Southwestern Wisconsin has over 13,000 miles of classified trout streams. Most of the trout streams have anywhere between 1,000 and 4,000 trout per mile. So pretty awesome place.
Yeah, they're like right next to that shelf right here.
Ooh, ooh, got him, got him, got him, got him, got him, got him.
Yay!
Look at that fish. Come down here, baby. Well, that was a lot of work for that little guy. There he is. Success.
So pretty.
Look at that. Let's let him go.
Chad just caught one behind me, and now the pressure is really on me. I can't let some southern bass fisherman come in on my home waters and beat me. There we go. Got it? Yep, got him. That was a lot of work for this little tiny fish. They're elusive little buggers, but look at how pretty that fish is. Absolutely gorgeous.
Every time we come to La Crosse, I love taking Christy out fishing. I especially love getting her in the backwater so we can catch some bass on top.
Oh, get it, set it hard. There you go. Oh, you gotta reef that thing.
But I don't know if I could set that any harder.
You gotta. Oh, he's jumping over there now.
She goes out and she misses a fish on top water, right? She doesn't get discouraged.
Oh, he hit it again. There's another one that hit it right there. You don't have him.
You look at her demeanor, she doesn't change. She doesn't do anything but get right back in there.
Oh.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
And then the fish blows up on it again. She sets the hook this time and it comes off. What does she do? She casts right back in there. She got the blow up. She made the adjustment where she was jerking it out of its mouth too soon before. She paused, she pointed the rod tip, she set the hook, she landed the fish. Now it wasn't a monster, but it was a monster to her because it was a monster accomplishment. She didn't give up and she accomplished it. In that little instance of catching that fish, she set the table and set the example for if you want to know what it takes to be successful, whether it's successful catching that fish on topwater, successful in business, successful in life, it's that you don't give up, that you continually make adjustments and you keep grinding and you keep finding opportunities.
So just so you know, the importance of a throwback lure, this little guy, I missed on a frog. He bit it and I just didn't, I wasn't able to set the hook good enough. So I threw a Cinco right back in, just reached down and grabbed that lure. That was my rod that was laying right here. Threw it back in and got him. So the Cinco did it for me again. Nice little guy. I'm gonna let him go. There you go.
Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. He is still fighting. Oh, hold on, buddy. Oh my gosh. Come on.
Oh, look at that thing. Look at that. Here, I'll give you the net.
That's a beast. You don't want to get him out?
There you go. Yeah. I'll give you the net so you can do it. It's your fish.
Oh my God, that sucker.
Look at that thing.
Dude, that thing is heavier than
Yeah. Hey, get down where your forearm is on your hand is on the foam and your forearm's behind. There you go.
It's still heavy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
but
like,
it gives you a lot of leverage. That's why it's called the
yeah. It's just a huge fish.
leverage landing net. See, folks that are watching, you're not familiar with the term Jeremiah's using, dogfish. That is probably the fish that's got more names than any other fish in North America. It's a dogfish, it's a bowfin, it's a grinnell, mudfish, got a lot of different names, but that's a good sized one right there.
We're gonna get a length on this guy quick. See how long he is. Oh yeah, look at that thing. I'll try to do this anyway. He's about 28 inches long. 28 inch. And look at that thing, it's just solid meat. So it doesn't like taper off at all. And this ugly, its fin goes all the way down its back. This thing is just solid meat all the way through. Whew. All right, we're gonna let this beast go. I thought I had a huge bass on. That sucks. Still fun though.
This episode of Kayak Bassin is brought to you by Yak Attack, Power Pole, Deeper, Nines, Lowrance,
one of those bittersweet moments. I'm not gonna get to fish anymore today, and Chad's still in the water, but I'm gonna go get the kids and take them. We're gonna go eat somewhere really cool and fun, and then we're gonna go to a trampoline park and jump around, expend a lot of energy, and then we're going to a baseball game tonight. So action-packed day with the kids. Chad's gonna join us at the game, and we'll have fun in between. See you guys later.
So since this is a family vacation, Christy and the kids decided to go for pizza and the bounce house. Well, it's my vacation too, so I decided to smash some bass. Fish on. Here we go. Little bass. I gotta wreck that spinnerbait. Wrecked it. He don't know he's little. Oh, there he is. That's fun. I don't care how big they are.
You did dip it in marinara?
Toasty.
Toasty.
Cheesy pineapple.
Oh, that guy. Freaking toad donkey on it, man. Not a giant fish, but for this part of the country, look at the freaking shoulders on that thing, man. And he, like, just slurped it. Didn't even blow up on it, but as soon as he hit it, he bulldogged it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, kiddos. We just finished Big Al's Pizza. Let's go to Jumpstart Trampoline Park. Trampoline Park right after pizza. Woo!
Mom, I have a question.
Yes, darling.
Is our journey almost at an end? Have we thrown the ring into the fire? and picked some
Holton
up?
Trace. We're almost there, 1.3 miles.
Are we there yet, Mom?
It's right here, we're there.
Mom, are we there yet?
Yes, we are here.
Okay. Are we there yet?
Yes.
Are we parked yet? Hey guys, I'm Chad Hoover from Kayak, Bassin TV, and today we are at Jumpstart Jump Trampoline Park Place. Let's get right into the video. Oh,
Holy smokes. Okay. Need it.
You know, a lot of times when I'm done fishing in an area, after I pack up my kayak, I'm actually hitting the road and heading to another spot or heading back home. But when it comes to La Crosse, I love to hang out for another day or three and take in the local scenes, take in the local sights. And there's no better way to end a perfect weekend of fishing and a family vacation than taking in a ball game.